Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of The Greg Larson Show. I love you. It's been a while since I've done one, but now I'm doing more, and you're going to love them, and you're going to have fun. Couple of announcements. One announcement, one singular. I'm doing some late night shows at Comedy Republic, starting this week, if you're listening to this now, on the 8th of November, and then every Friday until the 13th of December. That's 6 shows. The Greg Larson Show. It's crazy. It's all over the place. It's work in progress. It's new material. It's fuck about, muck about. Comedy Republic, Melbourne, 10 p.m. Check it out. The links are all on my socials. Come and see it. Anyway, for now, let's listen to episode 1 of my travel diaries.
The Greg Larson Show. The big unit is ready to go. The Greg Larson Show. Muck around on the marzipan. A fresh custard in his hand. The greatest podcast in all the land. Greg Larson Show. Yeah. Great, just what we need, another podcast show.
Travel Diaries, episode 1, Deutschland. I'm travelling to the UK for the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, where I'm planning on performing in a hot room to a small number of oily, red-faced British. I've been warned by all my friends in the industry that performing at the Fringe Festival will mean I lose a lot of money and I'll want to kill myself, but I figure it's the same basic result if I stay home, but at least now I get to see Scotland. My hot belly quivers with anticipation of all the Scotch eggs that will nestle inside its soft interior. But for now, I'm arriving in Germany. I'll have 3 days in the city of Cologne before I fly out to Edinburgh, and I feel excited to have a mini holiday, or at least as excited as the Zoloft and diazepam pumping through my system will allow. I land in the Frankfurt airport, which is objectively the worst airport I've ever been to. And I once flew into Baghdad during the height of the Iraq War. That's not something I talk about very much. I was a soldier in 2003. I was a soldier in the fuck army. And when I say Iraq War, I mean a big bed for fucking. And when I say Baghdad, I mean a big fuck party where people fuck and suck. Anyway, I find myself in a basement level of the Frankfurt airport trying to navigate the corridors and block out the oppressive piss stench that permeates every square centimetre of the European continent. It is not even a slight exaggeration to say that literal rivers of human urine flow through the streets of all European cities, and the basement of the Frankfurt airport is my first exposure on this particular trip. It's as bad as it's always been, the sickly sweet and sour smell of 1,000 diabetic pisses mingled with the stale cigarette butts in the drains. That is the smell of Europe. But despite this, my mood is great. I'm over the moon. I just passed through customs and security, and what a delight to present myself and open with "Hallo," which is German for hello, and have them reply back with Geschäftsreise oder Urlaub, meaning business or holiday, and I reply with Urlaub, meaning holiday. Yes, I just spoke German. I'm bilingual. I'm a cool guy walking the earth speaking multiple languages. Vielen Dank, I smugly say as I walk off. I bet those custom guys were really impressed. Look at him, they'll say. He's Australian, but he speaks our language. He must have an IQ of 150. He must be a fucking hero in his large circle of friends. I bet he's poly. I bet he has a harem and of sex slaves who are devoted to him, romantically, spiritually, sexually. I bet they are obsessed with him, this fucking cool guy who speaks 2 languages. I bet he doesn't even have a micro-child. I bet that guy has a regular-sized dick, and it's not a tiny red-button child. He's not even a little bit unhappy with the way he looks. He doesn't have a problem in which he is eating himself to death while he watches Star Trek's The Next Generation day in, day out as he lies on the couch with his micro-child and an empty blister pack of Valium. This guy is not like that at all. So I'm in the basement of the Frankfurt airport trying to find my car rental place. In a good mood when I see the glow of the glorious golden arches. McDonald's, they call it. Why not, I think. I'm feeling good. My car's not due to be picked up for a half an hour. Why not just have a little taste? Just a bump. Just a touch of the good stuff. So I enter the McDonald's and I galvanize myself to commit to only ordering one single burger. After all, I've just had lunch, but I know that as soon as I get there, I'll find myself saying, plus a double McChicken and a double cheeseburger at the end of the order so quickly that it's almost as if I'm trying to trick my brain into not noticing what I'm doing. But on this particular day, I do simply order one burger because I am overwhelmed by what I see. For me, the best part of travel is to experience new cultures, new customs, to immerse yourself in the local lifestyle. And this was the perfect moment to do so. Here in the German McDonald's, I saw a burger that we don't have in Australia. A special menu item that was exclusively German. A neon sign illuminated this glorious new burger so brightly that I almost had to turn my head lest my retinas be burned by its magnificence. This burger, this German burger, was simply called Der M. Or if I was to translate that into English, it would be the M. The M. M, I believe, stands for McDonald's. Ein der M, bitte, I said to the pimply German teen. The next few minutes seemed to take a million years as I watched the computer screen display my number in the getting ready section of the display. Number 92 or 92. I was excited for them to call out my number so then I could impress them with how I could understand that number in German, and I would respond with, ja, das ist für mich. But when he simply said 92 in English, I was crestfallen. He would never know how cool I was. But he said 92, I got my burger, and my despair faded when I opened it, right? Der M was glorious. We're talking 2 beef patties. We're talking crispy fried onions. We're talking some kind of deluxe special sauce. We're talking elemental cheese. We're talking pickles. It looked good. This was a fresh burger. This had been made just for me. This was Germany. This was international travel. This was a cultural experience. This was Der M. I lifted up the burger and I felt its weight. It had heft to it. It was pregnant with deliciousness, and I was ready to birth that baby right into my slick, wet mouth. I took a bite, and right then, right there, in a German McDonald's in the basement of the Frankfurt airport, I did a cum. My micro-chode shot rivers of cum so thick and voluminous that it was impossible to hide. People started screaming whilst others squealed with delight. German culture, you see, is a rich tapestry, and some people over there very much loved the cum, while others hated the cum, but the one thing they all had in common, they were all covered in cum. black cum from the black heart of a 40-year-old depression case. But slowly, as I ate more of the burger and shot more of the cum, it started to clear. The blackness in my soul was replaced with a creamy, off-white purity. The cum was clean. I also got a big chicken as well in the end. Driving away from the airport, I did feel guilty. My usual post-Macca's depression had set in. My fat guy euphoria when confronted with food will push every inch of morality out of my brain until my stomach is full. And when I'm full, as the acid reflux begins, so do my regrets. It's bad for me. It's killing me. McDonald's is killing the rainforest. McDonald's is exploiting workers. McDonald's supports Israel, an apartheid state committing genocide, which we all know. And if you don't know that, then fuck up. Yes, you do. Stop lying, you dog cunt. But I had just given them more money. And I could argue that drowning an entire Macca's store in my own cum was an act of protest, but that would never hold up in court. I'm a hypocrite and a fat loser. But if I didn't want to support Israel, Germany was the wrong place to be. For whatever reason, as I drove around, I saw that Germany had gone all in on their Israel support. Israeli flags on every government building. I saw posters and messages of support for Israel all around the place. Why are they so keen on Israel, I wondered? Why does Germany love Israel so much? Why has Germany gone so hard on Israel? What about Germany and Israel? And okay. Yeah, the Holocaust. Yeah. Okay. I in a way, I get it, the whole Holocaust thing, but they feel guilty. All right, fair cop. But they have really overcorrected here. Germany has gone so anti-genocide that they will back a new genocide just to show how anti the old genocide they are. But now, after having these thoughts whilst blasting down the Autobahn at 180 kph and feeling like a real man, I've arrived in Cologne. And just like I do every single day of my life, except for brief spurts of faux activism in the form of a lazy joke in a sketch or podcast, I push my political convictions aside in order to gorge myself at the urinal of pleasure. I'm going to eat and drink until I pop open like the fat man in my favourite Monty Python routine. I'm in Germany now. Fuck the war, fuck politics, fuck the apocalypse. I'm drinking beer and eating pig meat like a bloated cave troll, and if anyone gets in my way, I'm going to rend the flesh from their bones and crown myself upon a throne of their mutilated skulls. Cologne, or Köln, as us bilinguals say it, is known for one thing: Kolsch. A crisp lager beer served in small, thin glasses. When you enter a brew house and you sit at your seat, they'll bring you a beer straight away, whatever Kolsch that particular brew house makes, and each time you finish your little amber soldier, they swap out the empty for a freshie and mark your coaster. One more, noch eins. You put your coaster on top of your empty glass when you're finished, and they'll charge you according to how many marks they made. I can't wait. But first, I have to check into my hotel. I'm wheeling my suitcase down these cobblestone streets. It's making an eardrum-shattering amount of sound as I look at people, eyes pleading with them as if to say, I know that I'm annoying you, but please, I'm not American. I'm not scum. I'm not wearing alpine hiking gear and a backwards cap that says USA and saying things like, oh yeah, I'm actually 2/16 German on my mother's side. Do you know the Schmidt family? So I'm flustered from walking upstairs and the cobblestones and pretending I'm not American and the angry looks from locals and the deranged cattle sounds coming from the various greasy red-faced English lads wandering around in bridal veils on their various stag do's in Cologne before they get married to their greasy red-faced English brides. But I'm not looking where I'm going, and my arm clips a piece of metal scaffolding on the side of a building. A small, tiny red dot of blood appears on my arm. Fuck. Now I know that the next 14 days are an anxiety write-off as I fight waves of panic and Google symptoms of tetanus, periodically checking my pulse and opening and closing my mouth like a dying fish to see if I have lockjaw. But what snaps me out of my immediate panic is a goth. There's a goth on a bench in Cologne smoking a cigarette. The most attractive thing a person can be on this earth is a smoking goth. And there's one right in front of me, now two, now three. I look around, there are goths everywhere. It was evening time and the bleats of the Americans and the moans of the English have distracted me from the fact that this city is full to the brim with goths. It's bursting with goths. It's pulsating with goths. Knee-high army boots, black dreads with one neon dread, ripped stockings on the arms. This is goth heaven. What's going on? So I check in at my hotel and I ask the manager in English because I'm too tired to think about German and I'm also bad at it. And I say, what's going on? Is there a concert on tonight in Cologne or something like that? To which he replies, yes, there's a black metal music festival on at the moment. And he follows it up with, and I quote, word for word, the city is overrun with black people. The look on his face when he realizes he's just said the phrase, this city is overrun with black people, is a look I would pay money for. Set up a brothel to have people in ties walking around making social faux pas and immediately regretting them, and I would be there every night with a fistful of cash and a stiff little chode. He quickly corrects himself, and the way he covers it up is even better. He says, I mean, they're black in their heart. They're black of style. The fashions of a black person, not a black person. I mean, a dark person, like a dark-minded person. Finally, I release him from his torment, and I said, "You mean goths?" And he says, "Yeah. The peoples that wear all black." It is the single best interaction I will have for the remainder of my 2-month trip and tour. I throw my bags down into my room. I head straight to the nearest brew house. I say, "Kein Speisekarte, ich esse nicht, nur ein Bier bitte." I'm not here to eat. I say, I'm drinking. And I do. I drink and drink and drink. And then later I get a currywurst, which is a chopped up frankfurter and ketchup and curry sauce, a German delicacy, or as close to a delicacy as you can get in Germany, the land of the hog. And then I drink and I drink and I drink. I drink and eat pig for 3 days. Nothing eventful happens except drinking and eating pig. I see no museums. I see no events. I explore no passageways. I amble on no cobblestone streets. I drink and I eat pig, and then I leave. And it's fucking fantastic. Germany done. My next stop is Edinburgh, and I feel sick to my stomach, knowing that I'm going to be in close proximity to the English, or British, or UK residents, or Brit cunts. I don't know what their whole country system is, and I don't want to know. I'm about to go fist deep into their slop, and it's nauseating to think about. To be continued.
The Greg Larson Show. The big unit is ready to go. The Greg Larson Show. Muck around on the Mazapan. A fresh custard in his hand. The greatest podcast in